This is Kian, and you're listening to the first fully online episode of Concentration. Hello, everybody. If you're not familiar with what we're using today, it is a program called Zoom. I think this is the most business this company has gotten in the last couple years. Everyone is required to use it. Today, from the comfort of our homes, me, Aiden, and Mr. Noah Underhill are here today.
Hello, everybody in the greater Keen Liasco's universe.
Mm-hmm. Nice to have you here. So, for those who might not be familiar, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, we have been friends for a long time, doing theater and such things. Aiden and I have never met, so it's a little interesting. But I am the homeschooler in the room, so I'm sure I'll get plenty of questions about that. I'm ready. Great, yeah. That's basically all there is. Say again?
So is this normal to you then, this staying at home, using
video? This changes nothing for me. Legitimately nothing, besides everybody else being sad.
So you kind of have an advantage, you're already used to this.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's just more difficult to get things done when you know that not many people are doing anything. Mm-hmm. So just well, I guess I'm the only one.
Yeah.
It's fine. Make it work.
I got a little bit of junk on my desk. I don't really know what to.
Yeah. Oh, I know about the junk. Pretty
There's
bad.
Much.
Yeah, why don't you turn the camera around in that room and just show everybody all the stuff you got?
Well, if I turn the camera around, it's my wall, Aiden.
Well, just give a little 360 view.
I'm kind of locked on here, Aiden.
All right.
So, due to the obnoxious amount of delay that we're getting, our random topics will be discussed instead of sung today. I'd like to start with yard work. So
okay.
What's so great about it? Tell me
what's so great about it?
Yeah, what's so great about yard work, huh?
It's probably one of the more enjoyable of the chores. If we take trash taking out, that's, I think it's probably better than that.
Well, it depends on what it is. Give me one.
Mowing the lawn comes to
Oh, I don't like that one.
I'm not very good at mowing the lawn.
It just takes a really long time,
Then your shoes get all green, and then you have to clean them out, and then you forget to, and it's no good.
Then you got that the weeding.
I'd say that's not as bad because it's kind of fun. You're you're getting them.
It has to be the least interesting episode.
Well, you did decide to talk about yard work as the first topic.
Well, okay, fine. We'll move on to getting mugged.
Okay, now that's a little more interesting.
Something I don't have any experience with, first of all.
So no one has been mugged. I haven't been mugged myself.
But I do think it would be. I feel like I would get more mad than anything. Are you kidding me? Don't take my wallet.
Who? Okay, let's play a game. Out of the three of us, who do you think is the most susceptible to mugging?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know this man that well, but I could see you getting mugged, Kian.
Aiden, to me, you seem like the type that someone would think had the money to get mugged, but then would be disappointed.
Yeah. I don't carry a lot of cash on me because, you gotta be careful. I think I would yell at them. At that point, I would just be like, dude, are you kidding me? Okay, go ahead and shoot me.
Yeah, fine.
Oh. Okay, who would be the most likely to be able to fight off the attacker?
I'm thinking you, Noah.
Yeah.
Just because you're the swimmer.
This is true. It's true.
I
Oh, yeah, I
I
can.
think I might be the least likely to fight off an attacker.
Yeah, it depends on who it is. I might be able to, but I'm no swimmer, so.
Got the steel. Everybody loves my abs. It's great.
Now we move on to puppetry.
Now, this one's a little unfair because you have quite a lot of experience with that. Oh, this is a big event. This is the debut.
The debut.
Something that
I used to have a puppet. It's probably in the basement. It wasn't a very good one, so it's not really worth talking about. But
I mean, I don't have a puppet, so.
yeah.
I don't know where his little hand mover went. So
Oh,
let's
Just use your hand to move the hand.
yeah.
man, destroys the illusion.
You know?
Yeah, or just paint your hand purple.
Just got some empty purple paint lying around. Use
I don't know what that. I
Something.
don't know where that is. So
empty purple paint wouldn't work, but full purple paint. That would make more sense.
Okay. Oh, your microphone's blocking him.
There we go.
yeah, I'm unable to locate the thing. I will find it and it will be better. But this, I have this puppet. I got it for $50. It was supposed to be much more expensive, but he's supposed to have a nose. There's supposed to be a nose here.
Mm-hmm.
So I got him much cheaper.
But I think he looks better.
I
Honestly.
also agree. I think a nose, I don't know if I have anything that could give the illusion of a nose, but like that doesn't seem to fit.
Yeah.
It was
No, not at all.
it was an orange nose.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it would fit the color scheme, but I don't know if it would work.
The puppet itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of dressed like Nick Johnson. I need to like I'm not sure if you know who Nick Johnson is, but
I do not.
Oh,
you're
well,
not
be glad you don't. We gotta have him on here so I can fight him. Duel.
there's not much to say about this guy. It's just that because I don't have the thing, I don't want to demonstrate because it won't give me.
Well, give us a little, just a little bit, just a taste.
A tease.
Okay,
for
well,
future
Yeah, you
endeavor.
can't just bring him out and then not.
okay, well, his name is Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
He is he's not the greatest actor, but he's trying to break
Mhm.
into that New York scene, and he's in
Yeah.
Okay.
a small town, and he's like does a bunch of like impressions, but they're not very good, but he's convinced they are. Like here, I got it. Like one of his
Now he's Nick.
his other ones. Are you talking to me? Huh? Are you talking to me? I don't. Are you talking to me?
Oh, it's Taxi Driver.
He's not the best.
He's trying.
He's trying. That was probably for the people who aren't going to put this. I'm probably gonna put this on a YouTube account. I'll probably make a YouTube channel.
Well, you're gonna have to now.
Yeah,
Just had like 5 minutes on a puppet that they can't see.
that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. I was thinking stuff like, "Wow, that is so uninteresting to the listeners."
We could put it on the Darkwave Productions YouTube channel.
Good.
Does he know about that? Has he seen any of those?
I don't know. Did I
I've heard
show you?
tell.
I think I showed you about the Leon Wass show.
Yeah,
Things like
Yeah.
that with the penguin.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That does seem familiar. Yeah.
There's a lot of like our group specific like jokes that we make around this.
Yeah. Good
Uh,
stuff.
All right, so let's move on to moral dilemma.
Wait, I think there's a question that we need to ask this guy.
Well, you ask because I know all the answers.
Well,
I don't know if I know all the answers. But.
so you've seen all the episodes,
Yes.
and there's
There-
one
there-
question.
One question.
I
that
forgot
everybody-
because we didn't do this last week. Because
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the 9th time this question's been asked. This is the 10th episode.
Wow.
This is the 10th episode.
I
know
checked
your
before
stuff.
I was on. So this is the 10th episode. I think I'm the first non-Amherst person on your show.
Yeah.
I think so.
And I'm also the first homeschooler easily. So make a
This
lot
is
of firsts on this
Big episode, yeah.
big episode. I'm not, it's the condiments. For
Mhm.
those coming in the first time, this is the condiment question.
Mhm.
I think that I'm not a huge condiment person, so like ketchup, hate it, the worst. And then like beyond that, I haven't really got too much. But since honey is an option,
Mhm.
it has to be honey. I eat honey every day. Has
Wow.
to be. Easy answer.
Why do you eat it every day?
I eat for breakfast every day. I have a bagel with honey on it. That is my breakfast every day.
Wow. Interesting. I've never even heard of that. That sounds good though. I like bagels.
Yeah.
It's a good. What is that? I can't read it.
Oh, is it backwards?
Oh, it's just like blurry.
Fuzzy. Yeah.
It says ketchup, hate it the worst. Honey every day in a bagel.
That's it.
That's a T-shirt right there.
I was thinking about making myself a T-shirt because I made a poster,
Oh. Well, you gotta make me one.
like a polo. Well, yeah, but I was thinking like, what if we had like polos with like the little logo, like here, like,
Okay, we have to do that. Like purple polos.
and then
That's
it's
a
like,
great idea.
yes, okay.
Well, we gotta send him one now too. I mean, he's
Oh yeah.
like our biggest fan.
Indeed.
Definitely. What are you thinking? I have some greens, some yellows, some reds. How do you want to start?
I think we should ease it off. Like do
Yeah.
progressively.
Okay.
more.
Okay. At a fancy restaurant, you get subpar food, but excellent service. Do you A, tip more than usual, or B, tip less than usual?
Well, that's easy for me because for those who don't know me, I have a bunch of allergies. So whenever I go to a restaurant, I just sit there and watch other people eat. So I would most definitely be tipping more.
Aw.
He always has a little sack lunch that he always brings in and eats in the restaurant.
Aw.
Yep. Yeah.
For me, it would also be tipping more than usual because it's not the waitress or waiter gets the tip. And if
Yeah.
the service was wonderful, that's what you're tipping for.
That
I
was the
also-
same thing I was gonna say.
Also, you should never tip less than 20. You should only-
Yeah.
So
Less. I thought you meant like $20, and I was like, well, maybe.
well, if you have the money to do that, you should do that.
No, I would tip more just because. Yeah, you can't really blame the food on them.
Ooh. A man with a giant cowboy hat stops you on the street and asks if you wouldn't mind holding his case of beer while he runs into the corner store to buy some lottery tickets. Do you, A, say yes and wait patiently for him to return, or B, say yes and then strut off with his beer?
Well, I would absolutely say yes and wait because any man that wears a large cowboy hat, I just have respect for. So I would help him.
agree. But only because if he has a big cowboy hat, he's definitely packing heat.
Yeah.
There's
That's-
no way
that's
that
all.
guy's not holding a gun somewhere.
At general, that's a big plus. So
Mhm.
gotta wait.
Yeah.
Especially if he has a mustache to go along with it.
Oh yeah.
The ensemble.
Like a big like white like a
The
panda
Fu Man.
kind of
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
Doug Dimmadome with the dim dim. Okay. Now we're moving on to yellow.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
You were a judge presiding over a bank robbery trial.
Hmm.
The defendant is obviously innocent. However, the real robbers have your 9-year-old daughter held hostage and will kill her if you don't wrongfully incarcerate this person. Do you, A, send the poor innocent man to jail, or B, say that you don't negotiate with terrorists? You are Harrison Ford, after all.
Oh.
Whew.
So no matter what, I'm Harrison Ford.
I feel like that's at least a plus.
Well-
Harrison Ford.
I don't think you'd be Harrison Ford if you answered the first one.
For me, I'm going to send the guy to jail. But it's only because it doesn't say that I can't give him a small sentence. Or get my daughter and then waive it due to the circumstances.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
But you do kind of have to like
That.
think about it in the parameters of what they say. I think I'd probably send him to jail because like I don't know, they could kill a child because of this.
But also then I have evidence on them. So if he goes to jail, so do they, no matter what.
Yeah, but your daughter though.
Well, yeah, but she's like, so she's out of the picture, but she's not dead. Like I sent this man to jail, but I also still have letters from the robbers, and I know that they're.
Okay.
That's
then
true.
So you got a plan. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Do you A, let 2 million pigeons die, which is it says it's essentially the species, or do you B, let one ugly human baby die? You don't know the baby personally.
Ooh. The baby could become a doctor. Could cure cancer.
Could become a podcast host.
That's true.
Those are equal things. People think.
It's very true. I was the pigeon.
You
And
were
pigeons-
all 2,000 pigeons.
Pigeons don't really add that much to the world.
Neither does an ugly baby, though. It's just.
But what the ugly baby could become.
But
That's what you have to think about.
my question is though, if we stop it before, like, so, if we're going by the hypothesis that the baby is, let's say, 1 year old, right?
Okay.
The baby has not done anything to the world, nor will anything the baby has done affect the world if it is taken out right there.
I
Because
think you're just looking for an excuse to kill a child.
no, what I'm thinking is you can't value a human life over animal life. Although pigeons are extremely stupid and debatably real.
Would the world be better without pigeons?
There's
I
a lot
don't
of people
know,
hate pigeons.
but
Well,
I
what
don't
if
know what
first-
pigeons do for the. I don't know what pigeons do for the world, like for the.
I think they just eat the bread that you've dropped on the sidewalk. I think that's it.
All they do.
There must be
They
some
contribute
reason that
nothing.
they're there.
I feel like they must feed something, but there is a lot of them like that.
I would
People
look
don't.
at that.
They're kind of a pest.
What do pigeons?
Do for us. Contribute to society.
The feral pigeon. Colombia liva domestica is what it's called.
Seeing anything?
Oh my God. Because of the amount of pigeons in the world, Sheffield, England is the one that I'm seeing. All the places that pigeons used to land, they put sharp spikes about this tall so that if the pigeon would like not be paying attention and go to sit down.
Wow.
Okay, well, based on that, it kind of makes me want to kill the pigeon.
Worth it. Yeah.
If people are trying that hard to take them down,
I don't fully understand what the.
I'm gonna go with pigeons just because it's like, I mean, it's a baby, and I feel like the pigeon population could definitely recover, even though it says it's almost all of them because they're so abundant. Like, they're kind of like rats.
Wait, 1,000 is the whole population. I'm sorry.
It
Game
says
writer.
2 million. It says 2 million.
Oh, 2 million.
Mm-hmm. It's a
That's
lot.
not what I heard.
Which may also not be the whole population. I don't know. I just feel like human life is not. I'm gonna stop. Because no matter what I say, it's not gonna. I don't have the time to explain what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got some time to kill, so you could.
Yeah, you could try to explain it.
Okay, so what I'm thinking. One baby.
One human child.
And 2 million pigeons.
Mm-hmm.
If you go solely by numbers, 2 million trumps 1. Plus
That
the baby.
is true.
If we're going by numbers, though, 2 million flies versus 1 baby, I don't think you'd have the same answer.
It's true.
That is a good point. You have to remember they said the baby's ugly.
Yeah, the baby was pretty, maybe. Now it's a
Who is
little
the
more.
most successful ugly person?
Wait, what's his name? I can't think of his name.
I think they're successful.
There definitely are, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Remember that whole thing?
Did you
That
say
is a-
the holder?
I said beholder.
Okay, that it cut out and it made it sound like you said beauty is in the eye of the holder.
Whoever holds beauty, that's who got it.
So you got it.
All right,
Okay.
let's just move on.
Yeah, I think we've run that in the ground.
We're going on to red.
Oh,
That was quick.
You are in need of money and sign up for medical testing. The researcher gives you 2 choices and warns you that the effects may be permanent. Do you, A, do you A, choose to have a vagina on the top of your head? Or B, choose to have a row of penises on your back like a stegosaurus?
Hats.
well,
Easy.
So if it's saying the top of my head, does it mean like right here?
like, can I have hair around it to cover it up?
Do you think I could not wear a hat all the time? But also you run the chance. I forgot the word chance. You run the chance of accidentally, stimulating it. Is it live? Is it like a part of the, or is it just like a dead like?
Yeah, because I don't see how that could work with like your skull being there and your brain.
Well, I guess that's why it's testing.
I mean, everybody would know if it's on your back. They would know.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
and it's just not one; it's a whole
all of them.
stegosaurus.
Like every part of my spine.
Mm-hmm.
Would they all be the same size?
Oh,
Well, one of us has to pick
Severed,
a team and find out.
severed peni on your back.
I think I'd go with vagina on the head. I think that's just more.
They're both like awful. I don't want either, but I would
I
go
feel like the second one is more inconvenient.
because you couldn't sit down.
You'd have to wear bigger shirts.
You'd have to lay
Very
down on
sloppy.
your stomach all the time.
Or just cut. You could just cut like slits in all the back of your shirts.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that idea because then
Because if you grow at all, then it changes and you have to get all new stuff.
Oh.
I mean, I guess you'd have to get new shirts anyway, but like,
Yeah.
All right. One of your employees comes to you and discloses that in the very near future, they may be falsely accused of inappropriate behavior that occurred in a personal relationship. They tell you that the incident is distasteful but not criminal. Do you A, suspend this employee with pay until charges are proven in a court of law, or B, fire them?
Well, I think I would suspend them because yeah, you do have to like prove it. You know?
yeah,
That's
I agree.
Like,
Rude.
plus if you fire them and it's like not true, can't they like do something?
Yeah, that's kind of messed up. And it also, I mean, if it's distasteful but not illegal, you can't really like do anything about that. You know, I don't know.
I agree. And for
It's not that
final-
fun that's not that fun of a question. I feel like we need another one.
yeah, I didn't like it.
A little.
So we've asked no questions today. I just thought I was just thinking about that as I'm looking for a good card. I don't want to not waste time, have any dead space. We haven't asked any questions.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, what do you want to ask them?
I don't know. Oh, sorry. True story. Nazis were the first to realize that smoking led to lung cancer and started the first anti-smoking campaign. Do you A, feel like a Nazi if you were against smoking, or B, feel cool for copying the Nazis?
Oh man.
Well, I can't feel cool for copying the Nazis.
Like, well, I can't feel cool.
Well, I can't feel cool. Yeah, I think I have to go with the first one. I mean, I don't know if I can. If I can.
think that fact is interesting. Like, oh, that's. I wouldn't feel cool for copying the Nazis, but it would be interesting to think like, wow, after all the morally wrong things the Nazis did, they're like, you know what? Don't smoke.
That's where
Like,
they
all
draw.
that other stuff, but smoking, it's where we draw the
Also,
line.
aren't the Nazis like always smoking in all the movies? Also,
Well, like
this is
everybody's smoking.
This is probably not true. This is probably not true. Also, it said true story, but I think it's a hypothetical.
Just
Yeah.
because one government Nazi discovered that doesn't mean that they would all follow that.
Here's
True.
another Nazi one. Some of our best research into hypothermia is from a Nazi experiments using concentration camp victims. These results can never be replicated in an ethical fashion. You are a modern-day researcher on hypothermia. Your name is Dr. Popsicle. Can you ethically use the results from these Nazi experiments knowing the suffering behind them?
Well, I mean,
What I'm thinking is I could turn this into something like to raise awareness about what happened and how it happened,
Hmm.
and what we could do as a nation to try to stop it,
Yeah.
like from ever happening again. Stuff like, because it is morally awful and wrong. But if
Yeah.
it can't happen ever again, and it doesn't saying that I'm replicating the results. It doesn't say that I have to do those tests. And if we go by that, we still don't listen to Nazis, and Nazis are the ones that had found that smoking. So if it's okay for us to use Nazi testing, which I think that is fake. But if we're saying that it's true, just so I could prove my point, if we use that the Nazis found, if we found that the Nazis are using anti-smoking techniques to, sorry,
You're saving lives in the future to just because lives were taken back then.
Yeah. I feel like you could say like this is a study that has merit to it. Obviously, we can't condone the way it was conducted, and it's horrible, but it is like helpful to research. I feel like you can, acknowledge
that's what I was
the
thinking.
results, but it's still, it's bad.
I thought you guys might like to know the reason that So apparently there's a 30-minute limit on Zoom
Yeah.
meetings, which I did not know. So
Mhm.
there's but also Aiden, you were.
Hold on. It won't let me.
It's interesting. I did not know that. I would have planned accordingly.
Here we are.
Exactly. The reason that I stopped is because my mom came in. She just surprised me. She had made me a sandwich.
Oh,
That's nice.
what kind of sandwich?
Let's see.
This is now a sandwich review show.
Boom.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to review that sandwich.
I take it back. It's a burger.
Oh,
Whoa.
Let's
that's
see
so
what's
much
on
better.
this. Let's see what's on this thing.
Is the burger a sandwich? If it is, then you're right.
Oh,
I think a sandwich is anything that has two pieces of bread.
yes, but a burger's like a subdivision of a sandwich. I feel like subcategory.
It's like the classes of animals, and then like the family, and then the genus or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. How's the burger?
Good. We got lettuce, pickles, ketchup, mustard, the whole shebang. And you know what it came with a side of?
What?
Fries.
Where's it from?
Our next sponsor, of course.
It was homemade.
It's homemade?
Well, we can't exactly go out.
You can.
I mean, you are sponsored by your mom, so
I am.
Laura?
shout out to you.
Thank you, Laura. All right, what were we talking about?
We were talking about Nazis and
Oh, I think we were pretty much done with that discussion. I feel like we need to ask this man some questions.
that's what I was gonna say. I was going to say that we've done nothing.
Yeah.
People might be leaving this knowing less about you.
I mean, they know my name.
Yeah, that's
I guess.
something.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
All right. You can only use 2 things to brush your teeth for the rest of your life. You can. You either have to put ketchup on the toothbrush and use that, or you have to use mayonnaise.
That's not fun. Probably
Oh, that's
Probably ketchup, I guess. Like I don't know. I don't know about. I haven't really
Earlier
had.
in the podcast, you said ketchup hated the worst.
I
So.
know. I am going against myself, but it's the one flavor that I know.
Mm.
I've never had mayo. I don't. I know. It's crazy, but
The thing about mayo is that it doesn't really have a lot of flavor to it, but it just like feels gross to me. It just is like.
so is it just like hummus?
The hummus is definitely much better.
It's like a whipped egg, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's like makes it even grosser. Like, what? It's a whipped
Yeah,
egg?
well, I'd die. So we're gonna stick
Oh.
with ketchup.
Well, there we go.
How about you, Aiden?
God. That's horrible. I only like ketchup on fries. I don't like it on anything else. So, but I don't like mayo on like anything. So, but that's also, I feel like that's so counterproductive. Like that's worse than not brushing your teeth.
Wouldn't be able to tell what was blood.
I'm gonna. Oh God.
For me,
I'm gonna go with ketchup just because. Hi.
Special guest, Presley
This
Funk.
is my sister, Presley. We're doing a podcast right now.
No words have been said, so for those of you that do not, that will not be watching this on YouTube as well, she came in, made a couple peace signs, and then left the room.
Mm-hmm.
She did a little finger wave with each of the delicate fingers.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with ketchup just because mayo is like just something I just can't do it.
Me too. I think that moral questions and disgusting questions show you the most about a person. Like, if you could live in garbage or mud.
Garbage is more chance of death, so mud it is. Some animals they love the mud, so I can just become animalistic and just be the mud man.
You could be the mud
Man.
I think I would choose mud because you could make bricks out of mud. You ever hear about that? The mud
Yeah, but
bricks?
you're not allowed to.
Oh. Well, can I make like a pile or something? Like I need some kind of structure.
No, you
Throne
gotta sit.
Throne of mud.
You just have to sit in the mud.
Well, I feel like that does kind of fulfill some sort of primal urge, you know? Like I feel like that's something that you always want to do. Like, oh, I just want to play around in the mud, but you can't because it's like gross and you don't want to get your clothes dirty. But trash is just gross to me. So
I'd be afraid of it being sharp, and then also like it being wet.
mm-hmm.
I'm okay if I know something's going to be wet, but if I don't know, it's gross.
And then it is.
Have
You
you
could
ever
get
done that?
used to mud. I think you could.
Hmm?
I think you could get used to mud.
Oh, I could get used to mud. No, like every.
That's another T-shirt. I could get used to mud.
A lot of T-shirts in this world.
Every day in a bagel. All right.
I think we do have to call this episode the Mud Man, though, for sure.
I'm going to put concentration episode 10, but I think I might do online with the like 10 as the somewhere in there, and then put Mudman.
Okay. Yeah. I think this should be a new series, a new subdivision. This is episode 1 of Concentration live online broadcast. Episode 10, episode 1.
You could put 1 plus 0.
Episode 1, 0. So we could do this on like a different day. We could do like little movies and things like that.
Okay.
Also, This is we're getting close to an hour. I've been timing.
Wow.
Time really flies when you're saying nothing.
This is the show about nothing.
That's
Trademark.
one thing about this that I've always thought is interesting is that we have no set purpose. We have no plan.
Mm-hmm.
There's sometimes it's just borderline uninteresting, but we still hit at least 30 people every time. Exception of last week's episode, we're hitting a whopping 10.
Wow.
Wow.
Mr. Tellier has 32, and our first episode has 158. Don't know where those people went. If you want to come back, that'd be great.
Well, they're definitely not listening now. at this point.
Yeah, maybe tell your friends that we're listening. Here, I'll show you that. You guys might get a gag out of. I can share my screen. Oh, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so you guys might get a gag out of
Mario making a brief appearance.
The boys.
Yeah. Ooh, out of our analytics. I think you might laugh at the analytics.
It's gonna be really great for the audio listener.
Well, I'll explain it. So okay. This is from our first episode all the way down to today. A whopping.
For those who can't see, it's very reminiscent of a stock market crash graph.
Look,
or like a sledding hill, like
yeah,
bumps,
like
and
a line rider.
Look at this. Most of our we have Ohm. Is this Ohm? You think?
I don't know.
That's in India. I remember Ohm used to listen back when he was not in India. I miss him. Maybe we can Zoom him. Have him tell us about life in India.
That's a great idea, actually.
How do I stop sharing? Stop share. Okay, there
we go.
So next time we do something like this, we'll be more prepared. I think you can see how unorganized we are when you can see our faces and how this works. Because half the time Aiden and I just kind of look at each other and we're like, what? And then the other person, I'll be talking, but I'll be looking at Aiden trying to tell him to I have no clue where I'm going. You have to figure out what we're doing next. Can't really do that when you see the faces. So I raise a burger.
Wait, what rating would you give the burger?
Do some ASMR for us.
Absolutely not. I give it a 7.
Oh, okay.
What scale?
Solid.
Out of 10. It's good. It's a good burger. But it's not like. Have you ever had a burger and you're like, oh, this is the best burger I've ever had?
Oh, yeah. That's like every burger.
I'm just I'm unable to rank anything without comparing it to that burger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that burger is? It's discontinued. The Buffalo Ranch steak burger from Steak and Shake.
Really?
I loved that thing. And then they stopped selling.
Steak burger's your favorite burger?
Only that one, the Buffalo Ranch steak burger. I then also like the burgers from the one place.
Oh, the one place.
With the burgers?
That would be our burger joint. That one place.
That one place.
Do you know that one place with the burgers?
What do you... Little more... Just give me a little bit more. What does it look like?
I think it starts with a T.
Oh, that one place. That starts with a T.
What does the outside of the building look like?
I want to say looks like a burger.
Okay.
No.
Now I think I know what it is.
What is it?
That one place.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you just messing with me?
No. You said. Well,
For audio listeners, he's eating his burger off screen.
Yeah, you like kind of duck down like sort of a primal creature.
Now he's twirling his mustache.
it came back very quick.
Just because your hair is so dark.
The thing about the rest of it is I don't seem to grow hair here. It only grows down. Like,
Yeah.
I've been trying to grow facial hair for a while, and there's nothing. Just nothing. I haven't touched my razor in at least 3 weeks, and this is what it is.
for me,
Like,
it's been
there's
about
some-
2 weeks.
You can see there's like 4 hairs there. That's it.
The more you shave, I think
Yeah.
it's true. The more
Yeah.
that it.
I just never know when I've shaved enough to start not shaving. And everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna shave during quarantine. See what comes out." I'm like, "Okay," and there's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad.
I'm gonna look like a homeless man because I don't seem to grow on the sides as dark as everything else. I got like the sideburns in this guy, and then a little pal down here.
Yeah.
But I grow 2 lines down my neck. Like I don't fully grow in the neck beard. I only grow in these 2 lines.
The Adam's apple beard.
I get a little bit of mustache in this, but it's not very dark, so you can't really see it.
And then we got that. That was, I think, the darkest it has ever been.
You can kind of see mine in that one too.
We both were kind of facial.
Mm-hmm.
That's a quote. That's another quote for this episode.
Man, this one's just full of them.
You're welcome.
We're at
Full of the quotes.
48 minutes.
Wow.
We should probably. No one has listened this far.
I will
Maybe.
when I re-listen to it.
I will probably listen to it tonight. I usually listen when I go to bed because I remember what happened, and I'm like, oh, maybe you guys you'll get to see because I'm not gonna redo the beginning part. So it's on the capo 3, and then I do an E major chord. So thank you for listening and I guess watching today's episode of Concentration.
See ya.